here we are with the challenge of the month, and it's last month's winner. This is the 35th challenge we've done. Now, the this is the runner-up right here before we jump into it, but the challenge was this one was from our social media director. She wrote the description and judged the winners, and there were 51 entries in this one, and after reading all of them, I could not argue with the choices for runner-up, which, by the way, is just an honorable mention, and the winner, which was $100. And I have to say that I actually agreed with, and so did two of our staff members. I had about five first place winners in my mind, but you know that's $500. But this one here was the one that won. I think was really worthy of the feature and the dough. So this is basically destroy yourself and create your new self. And it was a really interesting look for me to look into the mind of our writers. We had 51 entries, and each one had something different and interesting. And I thought it was some of the choices made by these authors really kind of gave me some new ideas. Runner-up is Maya Mumbles. I think I'm saying that correctly. There's really no other way I could imagine pronouncing that. So this is called To Exist, and it's a really nicely written piece. I like the names of the characters. I like what this writer did with this storyline. So I'm going to link this in the description. And let's go ahead and jump into the winner of this last challenge. And it's no surprise to me that Ferryman walked away with this one. This is hands down my favorite. There were a couple I really wanted to mention in this video, but for the interest of time and what's going on today at the office, I can't. But this is a beautiful piece. It's when I asked our social media director, I go, what do you like about this? Right? And she said it reminded me of like kind of a Huck Finn trailer story, and the way she described it, it calmed her, but it also, what all good writing kind of does, and I liked it. I read this when probably the first few days. I think I read it like mid-January, and I agreed. It was a really beautifully written story. It's funny. It's has all the things I like in a story: vulgarity, beauty, comedy. Congratulations, Ferryman. I'm glad you won this one. And I think Dusty Grind should receive some kind of compensation just for his comment down here. He goes, I always wondered what would happen if Frank Miller and Bentley Little had a brainchild who was raised by Stephen King. Now at least I know what kind of stories they would tell. I agree. I mean, this is really well captured, by the way, Dusty. That's a great kind of nailed it. Well, you certainly nailed it. And I just love the whole detective thing and the names. I mean, how can you not like this story? I mean, just look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Prisoner, cigarette, detective, Chester. And it's I can't really. I'm not going to read this whole story or any of it because I want this to strike the reader who decides to read this. I'm going to leave a link in the description. So, well done, Ferryman. And before I jump on to the new challenge of the month, let's look at Ferryman. Here we go. Raggedy Doll found. He finished his cigarette, lifting yellow tape. A mixture of noir, horror, horrible noir, and a dash of dirty. Yeah, my man. Yeah, we have to get a beer sometime. This writing from Ferryman kind of reminded me of a lot of the goodness that I used to get when I would read. I don't want to say pulp. I hate reducing any writing to that genre. I mean, pulp is cool, but there's always something kind of like charming about it. But this, when I read Ferryman, and on my own profile, I browsed him last night and I was checking him out, and I'll tell you what, if there is a pulp noir kind of thing, this guy has the heavyweight belt on this app for it. This is really good. So, uh, yeah, this guy, another one. I have to meet this guy as well. Very cool ferryman and a detailed write. Great start to my day. Nice. I love fellow word junkies, literature junkies. Ferryman, you're a badass. Now we're going to go to and congratulations, by the way, again. Well earned, well earned. Okay, challenge of the month 36. Now this one's from our CEO, and it's not a very original premise, but we talked about that, and his reasons for this were pretty cool. He goes, it's not original, it's not going to blow their hair back, but I want to hear what somebody would do. I want to hear the bizarre on that side of the app. I want to hear the abstract entries. Get back in time. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this one is from our CEO, and while it poses a question we've all pondered, make your story yours. Death, destruction, or the preservation of life, or something really far out there and bizarre, funny, or anything. So that's it. So you get to go back in time one time and change history. Now, when I thought about this challenge, I go, hey, what if they go back in time and they can't come back? They're just on this Quaker type mission to save the world, right? Like Terminator style. But that's too structured. That's too much to tell the writers. Like, we don't want to give, I don't like to give somebody too much. I don't like too much exposition. I don't like description, unless it's really important and crucial to that storyline. So this is a challenge of the month, and I do like this one. I'm excited to read these. And the CEO, by the way, is judging it himself. So takes me off the hook again, because now I just get to read them and have fun reading them. I am happy to say that our social media director, she made the right choice. This is our one for next month. Ferryman, congrats again. I'm going to get on out of here. And by the way, if you like this content, would you please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a like. It really helps us get seen by other people. And if you haven't yet gone to thepros.com, please go to thepros.com, get yourself a profile. Read, write, inspire, be inspired. We'd love to see you there. And that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thank you for being here. And I am out of here. You guys take good care. Unlock the potential of your writing with Prose Gold. Monetize your work and gain exposure to top agents and publishers. Join now and start sharing your stories with the world. Sign up for Prose Gold today. Thepros.com.